Well, in this episode of The Veteran Hunters, I'm joined by a longtime Army friend, Troy, who I haven't seen in 25 years. We served together.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we served together at the Royal Military College, played hockey together.
Yeah. Joined PPCLI around the same time.
We were in the Patricias together, stationed at Edmonton, 1st and 3rd Battalion. And Troy's come out and here to Alberta, and we're just having a great time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're hoping to get him on Archery Elk.
My name is Troy, here from Ontario, visiting Todd and Veteran Hunters. I guess by way of background, proud father to 3 daughters, husband to an amazing wife. In Ontario, we have our own property, about 100 acres, where we are self-sustaining with growing our own food, harvesting our own meat from our land. I gotta say, it's truly a pleasure and honor to come out here and spend this time with Todd and the other members of Veteran Hunters. First came across the opportunity to come out and see Todd here in Alberta back in January of this year. Opened up a line of communication to an old friend. Todd and I started off together back at RMC many years ago. I gotta say, it's about 25 years ago now. Post-graduation from the Royal Military College, we started off in the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry Regiment together, and our careers kind of intermeshed over the next few years. Parted ways for quite a period of time, but I gotta say, this is quite the reunion to come back out here, spend time with him, reconnect, and to do it in and amongst such a beautiful location here on the foothills of the Rockies, and hunting elk together. So chance to pull out some old skill sets, refine them in preparation for this event with Todd, and then really a chance to experience it over a 7-day hunt with the end objective of harvesting an elk. And Todd was kind enough to throw in the experience of 2 days of pheasant hunting as well, which we've just completed over the last 2 days, and harvested, I think, almost 24 birds, and just had an exceptional time meeting other first responders from military, police, and just really connecting with other folks that are veterans. And it's been truly a great experience so far.
So after a good morning of pheasant hunting, we're now in the blind doing some archery for Alberta Rocky Mountain elk.
Yeah, it's been an awesome day here with Veteran Hunters, and it's been truly an honor and a privilege to be out on these hunts this morning with the game birds, and tonight hopefully for an elk, and just have all their support for veterans, and it's truly an honor again.
Yeah, so all we need now is the elk to come and Troy to make a great shot.
It's that simple.
That's that simple. That's right.
The Veteran Hunters, sponsored by Vortex Canada, Bass Pro Shops Cabela's Outdoor Fund.
All right, so this evening we're a bit of a different change of strategy. Instead of staying in the blind, last night the elk came into another part of the property, and we were able to see them just as we were leaving, kind of dark, they started coming in. So we're gonna sit on a fence line and kind of camouflage our position, a little bit of makeshift OP with some Hessian. And that'll give us a better field of view to see which direction the elk are coming in. And wind again is kind of from the south, so it's going to be right into their face. So we're going to have to play that, but good chances they're going to come back in again tonight, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity for Troy to put an arrow in one.
I like the plan.
There you go. If they come down to the trough,
Yep.
then they're going to graze in this alfalfa field and come this way. Now, I have seen them before graze straight south and cross further down this fence line. So we'll have to watch, because we may be able to just scoot along the fence line
Okay.
and get into a position. If I'm an elk, can you get me?
Yeah, I can still get you there. So,
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
how's our cover? Is that decent like that?
That's the only issue, is that we need to darken ourselves up a little bit more. Sit as far back as we can, or cover our skin. So today is day 3.
Day 3.
And last night the elk didn't come in. We actually came back here early this morning, looked around, looked at all the different fields. There was no sign of elk last night, but the weather changed today. Like, there were indications that we might actually get snow overnight, so that's a positive with the temperature dropping. So it's a good chance the elk are going to come in tonight to the oats. It's rained all day, so they're going to be hungry, want to get some energy. So we've got 5 elk decoys out there set up in a spread that I used last year, to make it look like, you know, we've got a spiker and 4 cows out there, and hopefully we can pull that lead cow in.
Yeah, so we got everything all set up. Here with my good friend Todd, and waiting for the elk to come down, and lots of activity with the muleys on the way in, so hoping that also extends to the elk tonight.
Yeah, cross your fingers. Hopefully we get her done, and then figure something else out.
Yeah, make our luck.
That's right. Once this south, one's to the east, one's to the north.
It's quite the roll call.
Yeah. I have never heard that before. Basically, what I was thinking was we use this. This is actually exactly where we had the blind laid literally right here when Chris takes that shot. So they'll jump, they'll land at about mid, pause 2, 3, and then they'll compose themselves to jump again. So. So a little bit of different tactics tonight, based on what we've seen the elk doing. The 2 nights that they did come in, they came into this oat field further to the north. So what we decided to do was, make a tactical decision and move from the blind to basically set up a little bit of a observation post here, and hopefully we'll call it HP harvesting post, hopefully. And so we had my son Michael come and drop us off with his truck, and he'll be back later. What we're hoping for is that they come down along this fence line and cross over here. There's kind of 2 fences here. They hop over and you get a bit of a pause 2, 3, and you can get a nice broadside shot, and hopefully it works out for you, Troy, and the elk follow the plan. Bringing out my son Michael. He's going to sit in a spot and be able to communicate with us as to where the elk are coming, and if they come, maybe there's an opportunity for him to take one with Bo as well. So we're just going to load up, head out, and get in the blind, and hope the elk come.
I think it's going to be a good day. I think weather conditions look about right. Hopefully the temperature's going to be dropping. Got our blinds set out. We've done a bunch of recce's, so I think now we've finally put the time in that's necessary to start making our luck.
The Veteran Hunters, sponsored by Vortex Canada, Bass Pro Shops Cabela's Outdoor Fund.
Just straight in line with the trees here, and then go beyond that far yellow field. There's probably about a whole dozen over there. there's not much we can do with 10 minutes of light.
So this is our last night to be able to hunt with Troy before he heads home tomorrow. So what we decided to do is we've got 3 shooters tonight, myself, Troy, and my son Michael. So what we're gonna do is set up 2 makeshift blind locations at the narrowest part of this field with the hopes of increasing our chances if a herd comes in, regardless of size, and hopefully we get at least 1 elk on the ground out of 3 possible shooters. So
Yeah, we'll set up here, a bit of a blind, with the hopes they come close enough. I guess my only concern is just given the span of the distance, but I think that's all the nature of the hunt, and you just have to hope it works out in your favor. So yeah, throwing some hope out to the winds and see if any of it comes back. So.
well, so it's interesting. It's so our last night of elk hunting has kind of started or ended the way our first night of elk hunting did, in the dark, chasing elk,
Yeah.
seeing elk, and
Not as many. But,
not as many. It was
yeah.
a weird composition tonight to see like 2 cow elk come in and well above us.
Yeah, they kind of skyline themselves. Heard them
Yeah.
calling.
Yeah.
You guys saw them from across the way?
Yeah, they were pretty close. Well, looked to be close. So right above you guys, you walked about right at them. And must just spooked them, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I heard the first couple chirps, and then I looked up and I saw the one skylining itself. I never saw the other one. But then I made a couple cow calls. Unbeknownst to me, they started turning.
Yep. They started turning and almost made a beeline right for you guys, and then the other cow must have called and turned back and head down the ridge there.
Bit of a challenge with time though. It's kind of a race against last light. So,
Oh, yeah.
so I guess my thought was to be a bit bold in the beginning, because I think even though from afar it looked close, I still think it was probably about 200 to 300 meters to the top of the knoll, and really a race against time. And yeah,
caps off, I guess, how many days has it been? A total of 6 full days of hunting, and it's been a great week. A great chance to have a ton of time outdoors, great company, and a lot of fun hunts. And we were talking before, not every hunt ends with an animal, but I think a big part of the hunt is always the comradeship, the company, the stories, and the memories, and it's been a great week for that. So thank you so much. Roll call to finish it off as well.
Yeah, the coyotes.